How you doing? This is Melvin Brown. Welcome back to Melvin Brown Experience. Today is not going to be a story time, but today is going to be another topic. And this topic, we're going to revisit about overlapping love spell work. Now, I found it pretty strange today that some of my clients, I'm going to say 3, called me. Oh my God, Melvin, you're not going to believe this. I'm like, what you mean I'm not going to believe this? Melvin, my fucking target called me. Melvin, you said it was going to work in August. When I worked with these clients, that was of August of 2023 or 24, 25-ish. I found it pretty strange that same day they got the results. And sometimes a powerful love spell must overlap to get long-term results. Let me give you an example. When I normally take a client case, I listen to their situation. Sometimes I normally record their phone calls because I have to figure out why did they break up. Now, sometimes clients do lie, but most of them that tell the truth actually get more benefits. So I look at the situation. Okay, your target don't want to be with you. The reason your target don't want to be with you, you don't got nothing going on with yourself. You always standoffish. You always belittle them. You always doing something stupid. So your target decided to escape, found somebody else, and had peaceful life. Now, I put that together and I think critically, how can I get the proper results? Now, as a spiritual worker, sometimes getting fast results is good. But here's a problem when you get fast results. When you bring somebody back within, let's just say 3 months, 2 months, the shit is going to die off pretty fast. I look at stuff like long term. How can this person love this person? What can I do to make the target stay in love with my client? So I start looking at things. Sometimes when I normally do love work, I like to take a walk around Center City. I love Center City. I like to take a walk around Center City. Sometimes I sit in Love Park or somewhere where a lot of romance be at, and I sit there and I interpretate, what do I look at love work? How do I see a love spell manifesting? Now, when I really put everything together, I try my hardest to make your love spell last almost forever. Now, picture this. Some potential clients call me and they be having the most outrageous fucking requests when it comes to love work. Some clients or potential clients are potentially most likely narcissistic. What do I mean by narcissistic? Some clients or potentials request me to cut their male target nature off until he comes back. Look, at the end of the day, I can do that. But if it's too much sauce, that can leave long-term effects. And what do I mean by long-term effects? Let's just say you want to make his dick not work, and less is yours. Let's just say his dick, when he comes back, his dick don't work at all. You have to be mindful when it comes to magic. Let's continue about the topic. Now, when I sit there and listen to my target situation, I analyze and think about what do I need to do. The best cases are people that are married or people that have sincere love for their target. Love spells are not an ego thing. Love spells is nothing about controlling your own target. A love spell supposed to happen organic. Your target love you, you love your target, y'all get together and y'all grow the most powerful foundation for each other. Let's continue. The reason why your love spell overlap is because you need to figure yourself out. What do I mean by figure yourself out. Let's just say you somebody that have control issues, and you being possessive over this person cause your target to run away. You need to analyze on that. At the end of the day, in a relationship, sometimes people need space. When I mean space, not break up. Like sometimes people need time for themselves, breathe on their own. But you keep hounding them and hounding them and hounding them, you're going to force them to break it off with you. So you need to pull back and calm down. Love is not about controlling. Now, it's about protecting your lover from danger, but it's not about controlling. Now, most people that come to me have serious control issues. When they call me and I hear the shit that comes out their mouth, Melvin, fuck him, I don't want nothing, he gonna be alone until I come back. And I'm listening to you like, yo, what the fuck is on your mind? Magic is not all about that. But Melvin, fuck him, he got a new bitch, I don't want him with that new bitch. Look, at the end of the day, he's not your nigga. She is not your bitch. So they can do what the fuck they want to do. So what do? I try to calm them down, give them hurtful reality checks, and let them work on themselves. While you work on yourself, you'd be surprised that your love work will be more powerful. But if you keep on thinking about your target, holding your life on standstill, you're going to force your love spell to overlap. So sometimes, for example, love spells take within 3 to 6 to 8 to 10 months overall. Sometimes a powerful love spell has to take a year and a half up to 2 years for it to work. Now, let's just say if I did a ritual within that June and the next June there's no results, you better best believe the other June is going to be a stronger effect. See, y'all come to me asking for these powerful fucking requests, and I have to be honest with you. Yo, your love spell can overlap. Why, Melvin? Why do it has to overlap? You asking for marriage. You're asking for a baby. You're asking for commitment. You're asking for a man to provide for you. That same Pacific man that you're asking for to provide for you. The universe gonna have to pull a few strings for you to get your wish. But be mindful. Be mindful. Be careful of what you wish for. Most powerful love spells has to overlap for a permanent effect. Love spell is nothing to play with. A love spell is a waiting game. It's like, let's just say you are in the draft. You waiting for 32 teams to draft you. You don't know, you might sit there to the 30th pick, and that's hours. But look, when we talk about love work, we're talking about time and space. When time and space is in effect, sometimes things take slow. See, the problem with y'all want an easy, fast impact of a love spell. Sometimes that's good, but sometimes, depending on your target, a fast impact can lead to disasters, arguments, and starting over to square one. Let me give you an example about great love work that overlaps. So I remember I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine probably about a few months ago, and she was like, Mel, I'm like, yo, what's up? Why do spells sometimes take longer than usual? Why do love spells take longer? And I told her, sometimes the universe has to align you on what you want. And sometimes you got to go through a test. And sometimes you need time for yourself. You need to refocus on you for you. Everybody, up and down, wants somebody that they know they can't have. But at the end of the day, you gotta put the work in. The way how I look at love spells is like this. This is what I told her. You can wish all day what you want, but if you're not putting the work in, you are not going to succeed on what you want. And sometimes the universe be like, let's put you through some work. Okay, you don't got money, get a better job. Okay, you don't got a car, get a car. Okay, you don't got this, get that. Sometimes with love work, the reason why I overlap, because maybe you have to level yourself up. You have to broaden your horizon to get out of a bad situation. When love spells overlap, it's not the end of the world. Maybe the first year, your target, somebody you put in love work on, your target, really don't want to be bothered with you, not one bit. So they try and figure out stuff. Then all of a sudden, let's just say the next year or a few months later, she found somebody else or he found somebody else, and shit really not hitting like how it's supposed to hit. Like they was in honeymoon phase, and next thing you know, she found out a new dude she's messing with was toxic, or she found out ever since she left you, her whole life or his whole life went out of whack. And next thing you know, they come back. Sometimes things gotta happen. Let me give you an example. So I remember probably the year 2020, late 2023, a female called me. She wanted a female partner. This female partner was in a different location. Like we talking about hours away. And they haven't talked. So I told her, I said, look, I can do it, but yo, the shit might overlap. She's like, you know what, Melvin, I don't care. What wound up happening with this female, she found somebody else. Her and that somebody else start getting super serious. Next thing you know, a few other coworkers got a crush on her. She got multiple options. That whole year, she just out there acting a goddamn fool. The next year, she basically found true love with somebody else. And she really loved this person that she been hanging out with. The funniest fucking thing in the world. Her target calls her, hey, I had a dream about you. I was hoping you was okay, so I just want to see what's going on. When she got that phone call, she called me. And when she called me, I said, what is going on with the whole situation with you and the other bitch? She's like, Melvin, I ain't worried about the other bitch. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, Melvin, remember the work you did on? I'm like, yeah. Nigga, she called. I'm like, oh, shit. Now, it is up to her to go through that situation. Now, remember I said in my last videos or previous videos, when you stop giving a fuck about work or stop giving a fuck about the results and the time, things just fall in your lap when you least suspect it. Now, my client is at a standstill. Now she's going to have to do a critical decision that can either give her peace or chaos. This is why love spells overlap. They get you in alignment so things that you ask for can come towards you. I said it in my previous video. If you ask the universe for something and you're being too desperate, the universe is going to delay your blessings. When you ask the universe for something and you let it go and go on with your life, the universe will expedite your wish. Love spells has to overlap. Sometimes it has to overlap. I have clients that was like, yo, Melvin, why I took my shit a year and a half? Why I take 2 years for it to work? Bro, it just worked like that. Bro, you was not in the alignment. Bro, how you gonna want something back and you didn't have your shit together? How you gonna want something back and you didn't learn your fucking lesson? Before you get a blessing, you gotta go through some hard ass lessons. The benefits about overlapping work. You'll be surprised how strong that love spell will stick on your target. You'd be surprised. Let's just say, for example, the longer you wait, the more your blessings happen with interest. Now, when a love spell overlap, that will become a permanent love spell. That means you nor your target wouldn't be able to break up with each other. Sometimes things like this happens. I understand, I hear y'all yelling at me, screaming at me, cussing me the fuck out, but this is the best video I can explain. I'm only the practitioner that's just pumping stuff out in the air. I can't give you a time when it's going to manifest. If you and your target broke up for X amount of months, let's just say 9 months, you're lucky if your target come back within 6 months. Within you, that can be almost a year and a half. If you and your target broke up for years, let's just say about 2 years, you might going to have to wait 2 to 3 years. It depends. You going to have to be patient because love spells overlap. You're going to have to get your mind super distracted. That's why I always tell people, when you get love work, bro, when you get love work, baby girl, keep your mind distracted. Live your life. I don't care what you do. I'm always here. I have good customer service. I will always answer your messages. Just live your life. And when you listen to your practitioner, you'd be surprised how everything falls in place. When you do a love spell, you gotta be humble. You're going to have to be patient. If you don't have them 2 principles, you're not going to get the proper results. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm out.